All right, my peeps out there. Excuse me, in the digital space. I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening. Let me share this in a couple of spaces, and then we're gonna get started here. All right, looks like I got it shared in a couple of spaces where I wanted to share it, so it looks like I am live. How's everybody doing this evening? It is Wednesday. And what I'm going to try to do is have these scheduled lives instead of just doing these impromptu lives, so that you can kind of come expect for me to come on a certain particular day and time, so that we can come together and chat at the same time. All right. I wanted to come on here this evening and talk about the state of the economy. All right. And I wanted to share some things that's happening. Have been sharing some things that's been happening about the economy, but I want you all to um, pay attention to what I'm about to say this evening. Now, um, here's the thing. Here's what I want you all to do is I want you to share, tag, and like this video. Okay, so do me a favor, share, tag, and like this video for me, so that we can get this out to everybody who needs to hear it. All right, or everybody who wants to hear it. Give me a second here. Let me drink some water. So, listen, y'all. The economy is changing right before our very eyes. All right. The economy is changing right before our very eyes. And I'm hoping that we are seeing it. Now, it's kind of hard for us to see it when we're into deep with the distractions, with the election, the outcome of the election, some of the stuff that's going on inside and outside of the White House. There's the COVID-19. There's a lot of things that's taking our attention. All right. But what we don't realize is there's a lot of things that's happening in the background while all of this surface stuff is happening. All right. And what's happening in the background is the economy is about to change. The economy is about to flip. All right. I'm going to say this again. The economy is about to flip. The economy is changing right before our very eyes. All right. So, for those who are coming on, I want you all to do this for me. I'm asking a huge favor. If you will, share or tag a friend on this video, because we're going to talk about the state of the economy, and I want to get y'all weigh in some opinions as far as what do y'all think about it. All right. So for those who do not know me, my name is Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact we get up each and every day to earn it. We have a God-given right to keep it, but we're not keeping most of our money as we should. And believe it or not, I found out the reason why we're not keeping the money that we should is there's some things that we do not know. All right. And that's not our fault, because we only been taught what we've been taught. But somebody shared some information with me some years ago as far as how money works in this society. And when I started learning the rules of the game, which is capitalism, then I was able to pivot and position. You're going to hear me talk more about pivoting and positioning. All right. And so once I was able to do that, then my whole family's financial picture or situation has changed now. All right. And I want the same for you all, especially living in the time that we're living in now. We as Americans, we need money. All right. And we need money fast. But due to COVID-19, it has a stranglehold on the economy. So I want to do a survey real quick. All right. I want to do a survey for those who are viewing and those who probably watch it replay. All right. You can participate as well. Okay. Brother Tillery, thanks for jumping on. And for those who are participating, catch the replay, you can participate as well. But here's what I want y'all to do. All right. I want you all, if you feel as though the economy is straight, I want you to type a 1. If you think the economy is in dire strait, I want you to type a 2. All right. So you see the scrolling down at the bottom, right? If you think the economy is straight, as it is, I want you to type a 1. If you think the economy is in dire strait, I want you to type a 2. So I'm gonna let that kind of scroll for a little while. All right. I want to hear back from you all from that. Right. I'm gonna let it scroll for about maybe another 10, 15 seconds. Then I'm gonna go right into what it is I'm gonna talk about. So let me start off with this. The economy is changing right before our very eyes. I posted an article this morning. And first of all, let me just say this about, I want to thank you all who see my posts, who follow me. Y'all know I'm in the financial space as it is, and I have several programs that can help you change your financial picture. All right. But I also post inspirational posts, and I get a lot of tractions from that. I get a lot of engagement, and I want to thank you all for the engagement on the inspirational posts. Now, the reason why I do that is a mental strategy. It's basically a mental strategy because everything starts with the mind. All right, everything starts with the mind, and I genuinely feel as though that if we can change the way that we think, then everything else will line up. All right. So that's why you see me post a lot of inspirational posts. All right. So that we can get our mindset straight. You'll hear me say 99% of the problems that we're going through is mental. The other, 90% of the problem that we go through is mental. The other 10% is physical. So what that really means is if we can win the battle of the minds each and every day, then we can thrive in this society. But it's a mental game out here. It's not a physical game. And if we're trying to solve problems from a physical aspect, we're going to be behind the curveball. Every problem that we're going to go through is mostly mental. And so when we get a problem, first thing that we need to do is focus and find a mental solution for the problem. Okay? Find a mental solution for the problem. Now, but again, I want to thank you all for the engagement on the inspirational post that I put out there. And so, but I want to say this: the inspirational post is more of a feel good for you. Okay, I want to be able to trigger something within your mind to where you can be internally motivated. Okay, that's my whole goal. I want you to be internally motivated from the inspirational post, because inspiration is external, but motivation is internal. All right. I don't have any control on your internal motivation. That's your belief system. You have full control over that. All right. The external is the inspiration that you can get from someone. The external inspiration can trigger something internally, but you have full control of what's inside of you. All right. So now I laid all of that out. Let's get into it. So this morning I did a post of a chairman, a Federal Reserve chairman, that spoke out publicly about the state of the economy. Now I didn't get much engagement on that. All right. Now I got a whole lot of engagement on all my other three inspirational posts, but I didn't get much engagement on the financial posts. And I'm here to tell y'all, the inspirational posts are good, but is not going to help change your financial picture. All right. I want y'all to start looking at what's happening with your personal finances. Look at the economy and ask yourself the question, where do you fit in financially in this economy? The inspirational post can only just give you the feel good, just like a drug. All right. But the drug will only last for so long. So now we still got this financial problem that we got to deal with, and that is people need money. The Federal Reserve chairman has said it like this, and I'll keep it short, but he basically saying the economy is not going to go back to what it used to be. Y'all heard me mention this before. The economy is not going back to where it used to be. And I totally believe him. Like I said, we spending a lot of time paying attention to the election, the outcome of the election. We looking at this COVID-19, how we're gonna overcome COVID-19. There's some other stuff that's going on the surface, but what's been happening behind the scene is we're getting ready for an economic reset, and a lot of y'all are not paying attention to that, and because of that, a lot of y'all are not going to be ready. The Federal Reserve chairman had publicly did a newsletter today announcing that the economy that we are used to will no longer be. So you heard me mention pivoting and positioning. And see, we're going to have to pivot so that we can position ourselves for this new economy. Well, said, what is this new economy? All right, so let's talk about it. There's going to be a couple of things. The first thing about this new economy is the traditional way of us earning money is disappearing. And the Federal Reserve chairman mentioned that. Okay, he mentioned that. And here's why. Look at what COVID-19 did to the economy. Because of the fact the virus is rampant wild, okay, now we're on some mandate to where restaurants, travel, brick and mortar industries are at an all-time halt due to the pandemic. And so when you have at least over 140,000 businesses and counting closing, that means you have at least 14 million people and counting out of work. That's a lot of folks out of work. That's the same amount of folks who are applying for their unemployment check. That's the same amount of folks that's looking for a stimulus check. All right. Now I'm here to tell you, those financial aids are only temporary. Let's look at the unemployment. The unemployment is they only going to give, and see here comes the unemployment. Let's look at the unemployment, because the money that's coming from the unemployment is going to come through a stimulus package. All right. So let me just start with the stimulus package. Inside the stimulus package, you're going to have a $1 trillion stimulus package. All right. A portion of it is going to go to business owners. A big portion of it is going to business owners and investors. Okay. Another portion is probably going to go out to each of the states for the unemployment, where they can issue unemployment checks. And then the remaining amount, which is the crumbs, is going to go to the taxpayers as what they call a stimulus check. All right. All that is part of the stimulus package. Look who's at the bottom of the totem pole. It's the taxpayers. Last time you got a $1,200 stimulus check. I don't know what this stimulus check is going to be if they get to the point to where they can come together and approve one. Right now, they're at each other, both sides of the aisles are at each other's throat trying to come up or compromise of a stimulus package. So more to come on that. But even so, that's just after the government stroke a check for that stimulus package, there will not be another one. There will not be another one. Okay, that's the nightmare right there, because that check is cut off. See, the government can't continue to write checks. I don't know. Well, we just don't know. All right, we don't know how money works in this society, so we assume that the government got it like that. The government ain't got it like that. Not that they sitting in what trillions of dollars worth of debt that comes from them borrowing. See, we live on a lending and borrowing system. That's how capitalism works in this society. We live on a lending and borrowing system. So yes, your federal government borrows money from who? The central banking system, which controls the Federal Reserve banks. And as I just mentioned, one of the chairmen, Chairman Powell, Federal Reserve Chairman, had already said publicly today that the state of the economy, the way that the economy was, the economy of yesteryears, is not going to return. We're going into a new economy. So that means one of the things that's going to change is how we earn our money. How do we earn our money? Because these jobs, these brick and mortar businesses are closed permanently. If they're closed permanently, then that's jobs gone permanently. So if you're an employee of one of these companies, what are you going to do to earn money? Now, as you can see, scrolling down the bottom, at the beginning of this, I asked for those who are on here, either live or replay. If you feel the economy is straight, I want you to type a 1. If you feel as though the economy is in dire strait, I want you to type a 2. Right? And also, please, again, share, like, and tag some folks on this video, because we need more than just inspiration, y'all. Inspiration just give us the feel good, and the feel good is cool, but it ain't enough. We need some wisdom to come behind the feel good, y'all. We can't feel good our way through our problems, and that's what we've been trying to do. We've been trying to feel good our way through problems instead of facing the problems. We got to get to the point to where we're facing a problem, but we can't ignore the problems that we're facing. We got to face the problems, but we can't ignore the problems. We got to face them. We got to identify them and resolve them. And all we do mostly is just kick the can down the road instead of picking the can up and looking inside the can to see what's inside the can that we need to get rid of or solve. So now, I talked about the economy, and one of the things that's going to go away is the traditional way of earning money. And that's because of brick and mortar businesses that are closed permanently are not coming back. So that's a lot of jobs that's not going to come back either. All right. So let me turn this ticker off. So how are you going to earn money? Well, the alternative way to earn money is work a digital business, work from home. Okay, start working from home digitally. Find you a digital business that you can work from home so that you don't miss a beat in the economy, because brick and mortar is now click and order, y'all. Why do you think Amazon, the likes of Amazon, Walmart now coming into play as far as them still not missing a beat through COVID-19? It's because of the fact they have a digital presence of earning money. They have a digital presence of earning money. You all are going to have to pivot and position to earn money digitally. If I said that, if I pronounced that correctly, you're gonna have to earn money digitally, all right? The traditional way of earning money through brick and mortar, going to work, the regular 9 to 5, clocking in, is going away. Ask yourself the question: if you're looking for a part-time, see, here's the solution. When we need extra money, we'll go find another full-time job or another part-time job. Ask yourself the question: can you go out there and find either one of those right now? You're going to have a hard time doing so, because they're not out there. Businesses are closed. Businesses are closed. All right. Here's the other thing that's going to happen in this economic reset. You're going to get introduced to a new currency. I've been saying this also. The almighty dollar is going digital. It's going away. So now we're talking about a digital currency, y'all. See, every time the government floats a check, the value of the dollar goes to crap. But we want the government to continue to write us check because we want that stimulus check. But just know, we're going to get that check, but we're going to pay for it. We're going to pay for it. We're probably going to pay for it out of our hide. Do y'all remember me mentioning or doing the videos for, and I know this is for federal employees, but I don't know for everybody else, but I think so, is that there was an executive order to withhold your taxes until the end of the year, which means that allow you to put, if you were still working and have a job, you was gonna see more money in your take-home pay. All right. So your tax was deferred. However, at the beginning of the year, that bill is about to become due. Do y'all remember me mentioning that? Or did y'all set some money aside to overcome this bill that's about to come due? It's going to come due come January 1st. See, we're going to pay for this stimulus check. We think it's extra money, but really and truly is our money coming back to us. We're going to pay for it. It ain't free money. We're going to pay for it. See, y'all got to understand capitalism, y'all. Capitalism is nothing more than capitalism capitalizing off of people who don't understand capitalism. And if we don't get to the point to where we don't understand capitalism, we're going to be capitalized on. The way to thrive in this economy is to become a capitalist. What is a capitalist? You have ownership in something, all right? A business, stocks, become an investor. Those are capitalists, all right? Those are the people who thrive in this society. It is not the wage income earner. We tend to think that it is. I used to think that too, even with my 6-figure salary, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. You have to become a capitalist, not a full-time consumer. And that's what we've been programmed to become, a full-time consumer, and not be a part-time consumer and a part-time capitalist. Because see, if you're a part-time capitalist, now your consumptions can be a tax write-off. Y'all follow what I'm saying? See, employees, they spend money on their lifestyle expenses. You heard me mention this before. But business owners deduct their lifestyle expenses. They let Uncle Sam pay for their lifestyle expenses while employees pay with the leftovers. But y'all ain't hearing me on this. Y'all want the fluff, y'all want the icing, y'all want the whipped cream on top, but you're not worried about what's down in the middle in the cup. You had to get through the ice, the stuff at the top, the foam, because below the foam is the real drink. You ever, for those who drink beer, y'all don't want to drink no foam, but you know what happens when you pour beer in the glass and you don't tip the glass to where you don't catch the foam, you're gonna get a cup full of foam and you ain't gonna get any beer, right? You don't want to drink no foam. You want to drink the real thing. You want to drink the beer. You want to get to the real thing. But see, we tend to just drink the foam instead of the beer. That's the real thing. And we got to program our mind to get from that thinking. So two things that's going to happen in this economic change. One, the way that you're earning money is going away. Two, the currency that we're earning is going away. It's going digital. The question is, are you ready for the economic reset? Are you ready for the economic reset? I want you all to pay attention and start focusing on not just the economy, because you don't really have too much control on the economy, but your own personal economy. We don't went through 45 presidents, and we about to come up on the 46 presidents. I don't care who's in the presidential seat, you still have your own personal economy that you have to work on. It ain't gonna matter. The big economy is just the economy, but they only concerned about the checks and balances and books for the government. You have to focus on your checks and balances for your personal economy. It ain't gonna matter who's in president. It ain't gonna matter who's in the presidency. You have to take control of your economy. Now, here's what I'm doing. I've done a exclusive video, a webinar that I've done a couple of days ago. All right. I will give you full access to more about what's coming into the change of the economy. I just gave you two, but there's other stuff that's coming into that's going to change. So what I would like for you to do, I would like to invite you to this exclusive webinar. I got a link. As a matter of fact, let me put it here. That's the link there. If you go to cedrictjenkins.com/survey, go to that link, and that link will take you to a survey page. All right, and it's going to ask you at least about 4 or 5 questions about the economy and your personal economy and how you fit into the whole grand scheme of things. There's 2 things that's going to happen when you fill out the survey. All right, the first thing that's going to happen is once you fill out your information and hit submit, you're going to get a $200 free hotel travel card. All right, that's my thank you to you, from me to you, for 1, filling out the survey, and 2, watching the exclusive webinar. All right, and inside the exclusive webinar, I also have an additional bonus that I'm also giving away. All right, so stay tuned and watch the video, because at the end of the webinar, the webinar, I'm going to talk about another giveaway that I'm doing if you wanted to take action on the opportunity to change your financial situation. All right. So there's two things. One, you're going to get a $200 free hotel gift card once you hit submit. But then two, once you hit submit, you'll be forwarded to the exclusive webinar automatically. All right. You don't have to do anything extra. All right. So automatically, two things are going to happen. You're going to get an email that's going to come out to you with the $200 hotel gift card. All right. You can use within the next 18 months. All right. Anywhere that you want to go, a getaway, weekend getaway. I plan on using mine for Thanksgiving. All right. And two, you're going to automatically be shifted or sent to an exclusive private webinar room where I talk more about the changing of the economy. And I really want you all to get that, okay? Because it's very important. I don't want anyone to react what is about to happen. We need to be proactive. By the time you react, it's probably going to be too late to make moves, y'all. We got to get to the point to where we are proactive. See, there's a difference between thriving and just surviving. And what we need to do mentally is pivot our mindset to where we're not just surviving. See, we're satisfied with the premises of, well, I'm just surviving. I'm good with just surviving. And I'm here to tell y'all, the people who are with a just surviving mentality are not winning. The people who are winning are thriving. Those are the people who are proactive. But it takes a different mindset to be proactive. It takes a certain mindset to have vision. See, when you have vision and discernment, now you can address problems before they even arrive. You being proactive. But we're most of us are not proactive. But I know that's a mindset thing that we can grow out of and get into. All right. Anything that we learn, we can also unlearn. There's some things that we need to unlearn in order to change our lifestyle. We need to do more than just sustain our lifestyle. We want to enhance our lifestyle. Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we want to enhance our lifestyle instead of just sustaining our lifestyle? I would think so. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna jump off of here, but I want you all to visit my survey page. There's the link below the bottom of the video, cedrictjenkins.com/survey. Go to that page, and on that page you'll see a get started button. Take me to the survey button. Click on that button, and then you'll see at least 3 to 4 questions. You see 3 or 4 survey questions to answer. And then once you answer those questions and hit submit, you're gonna get automatically get a $200 free hotel gift card, free, no charge, nothing attached to it. All right, just use it within 18 months. And then 2, you're gonna be forwarded to a private webinar room to where you can watch me talk more about the changing of the economy, y'all. I want you all to get ready for a new shift. I want you all to get ready for a new shift. All right. This is yours truly, Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact we get up each and every day to earn it. You have a God-given right to keep it. Let's shift, y'all. It's time to pivot and position ourselves for the new economy because it's coming. You all going to mark this video and probably some videos from our other business colleagues who talked about this. We've been sounding the alarm at the gate up until this point, but no one is listening. We want the feel good stuff. We want the fluff at the top we want the foam from the cup instead of drinking the real stuff that's inside the cup. The foam is the feel good stuff, but the foam is not going to change anything. Inspirational posts are good, but it's not going to change your financial picture. But I do thank you all for engaging on my inspirational posts, because we do need inspiration. But I'm hoping with that inspiration brings on some motivation for us to make a move to pivot and position ourselves for the new economy. Be ready. Let's get ready for the new change. Let's get ready for the new norm. All right. We'll talk at y'all later. Y'all be blessed. Peace.